once again, I come to my favorite job of the year, recognizing a few outstanding claims professionals. My hope is that their example will encourage you to truly show that our industry is both about claims professionalism and providing hope and compassion, going that extra mile and protecting peace of mind during what undoubtedly are some of the darkest hours and days of your insured's lives. So in alphabetical order, our first award for Outstanding Claims Professional of 2019 goes to Kyle Appert, Home Technical Specialist with PLRB Insurance Company, Electric Insurance Company. Now, Kyle demonstrates his technical expertise and the true ability to coach and develop younger professionals, but also genuine caring and concern for Electric's customers. His years of experience as an independent adjuster before coming to Electric, settling residential property claims, enhanced his technical knowledge, making him a proficient and reliable resource for Electric, for their team of less experienced internal claims folks. Kyle used his expertise to develop specialized training for the company's inside claims force and taught more than 30 claims people the basics of building materials, scoping losses, and the use of the company's estimating system. Kyle's efforts allowed the Electric team both to increase the number of claims they handle and reduce the claims cycle time. Kyle is also one of the company's lead catastrophe team members. During Electric's response to Hurricanes Irma and Florence, Kyle not only visited and inspected damaged homes, settling claims quickly and efficiently, but he also made over 500 well-being visits to Electric's insureds who had not filed claims, just to check on them, ensure their safety, and guide them through the claims process should they sustain a loss. His demeanor and genuine care put Electric's customers at ease, knowing that the company was there to help if needed. Electric heard from many of these customers who praised Kyle's work, his compassion, and his empathy. Kyle is also Electric's lead drone operator, the company's first. Kyle spent many hours of his personal time honing his skills and studying so that the company's drone project could move from idea to reality. Kyle flew his drone during his CAT duty assignments, making inspections of homes, allowing swifter inspections, documenting the imagery, and settling claims accurately. Kyle then personally trained and helped 2 others to become licensed drone operators for his company. Kyle's ability to lead, train, and execute has greatly helped Electric Insurance to deliver on its promise to provide exceptional customer service when customers need it most, after a loss. Kyle's well-being CAT visits also differentiated Electric Insurance by visiting customers who didn't yet have a loss, showing the level of customer care to which Kyle and his company were committed. And for that, Kyle, on behalf of the PLRB, it's my pleasure to award you this plaque as a 2019 Outstanding Claims Professional. Our second award this morning goes to Chris Cruthird, Supervisor, Claims Quality Assurance for PLRB member, the Texas Windstorm and Fair Plan Association. Now, as the insurer of last resort in Texas, the association's 50-person claims department was severely tested by 2017's Hurricane Harvey, with almost 95,000 claims filed in less than 60 days. Through 2018, the association was challenged with resolving the most complex and challenging long-tail claims from Harvey, while working through 8 different claims department audits from regulators, reinsurers, internal auditors, and state government. Chris aggregated, documented, analyzed, and addressed hundreds of lessons learned from the association's Harvey experience. He proved invaluable in helping the association move through the wake of Harvey in 2018. Even though Chris was not yet working as a manager, the company management relied heavily on his technical and communication skills to help them make many decisions impacting customers and operations. During 2018, Chris discovered ways to improve training for the association's field and desk claims people, helped improve letters and information sent to policyholders, and developed numerous solutions for improving the claims workflows and systems to help new and existing claims get resolved faster, more accurately, and with less rework. Chris also acted as the association's liaison for all 8 audits in 2018, working with the claims, communications, and legal and compliance departments to carefully and skillfully provide written responses to dozens of requests for information and detailed questions about the claims operations and the processing of all those thousands of claims. His work helped the association receive favorable reviews from the audits, as well as making sure that the action steps identified by the audits were addressed and completed. Chris thus helped ensure that the association provided its customers with the highest possible claims handling quality in the most timely way possible under the circumstances. Chris, on behalf of the PLRB, I'm very pleased to salute you with this award as a PLRB 2019 Outstanding Claims Professional. Our third 2019 Outstanding Claims Professional Award goes to Samuel J. Ellenburg, Field Property Claims Specialist with PLRB member insurer Grange Insurance. Now, while Samuel has only been with Grange a bit more than 3 years, he came to the company with a wealth of industry experience and an exceptional skill set. One example of Samuel's value to Grange's claims operation is the company's response to Georgia hurricane claims from Michael in October of 2018. While maintaining his regular workload, Samuel immediately began contacting customers who had heavy damage and also was in touch with Grange's agents, outlining the company's catastrophe response plan to them. He took multiple large losses himself, moving to the field within 12 hours of receiving the first major claims. Samuel directed emergency services, addressed immediate needs, and quickly set at ease those insureds with major losses, as well as their agents. Due to Samuel's quick deployment and legwork in the field early on, Grange had most of its claims settled by the time some other carriers' support trailers were just arriving at the scene, achieving an 82% closure rate within the first month, with a 9.6 of 10 overall satisfaction rate. Samuel's personal metrics from Hurricane Michael were perfect, with Net Promoter and customer effort scores of 100%, and his personal overall claims handling satisfaction rate was 10 out of 10. As a result of such quality work, Samuel has become the face of Grange in the worst scenarios for both policyholders and agents in a large portion of the South. Grange receives many highly complimentary notes from its insureds about Samuel's work. Its agents send a consistent message that Samuel's service and quality of work outperforms any claims professional servicing their agency. This is all the more impressive given the wide range of claims that Samuel becomes involved with, from day-to-day to large loss. Well, how does Samuel do it? He strives to live by advice he received from an old mentor. Treat everyone's claim like it's your mama's claim. Samuel, it's thus my great pleasure to give you PLRB's 2019 Outstanding Claims Professional Award. Our final award this year for Outstanding Claims Professional goes to Michelle Greene-Allen, a property claims veteran with 30 years of experience, who is Property Claims Assistant Manager for PLRB member insurer, the Quincy Mutual Group. Now, Michelle routinely handles Quincy's largest property losses, but it was for Michelle's work with one particularly complex and tragic claim that resulted in her being nominated for this award. The house fire was of unknown origin. The wife was at work. The husband died in the fire. The widow had just gotten married to Quincy's insured, and they were expecting their first child in 4 months. The deceased husband had been previously married and had not yet added his new wife to the policy. Michelle worked with the SIU department to research the property deed to determine the widow's insurable interest and analyzed policy language to determine under which coverages advance payments could rapidly be made to avoid any undue stress on the expectant mother. Michelle secured an advance payment on the personal property claim the day after receiving the loss, with other smaller payments issued rapidly thereafter. Michelle worked promptly and professionally with the insured's public adjuster and secured temporary housing 30 miles away in the widow's hometown, where she could receive strength and support from her mother who lived in that town. Michelle provided timely ALE extensions due to the probate delays and worked with the temporary housing providers to make sure that the ALE limits would not be exceeded. Michelle remembered that at such dark times, that's when insureds most need their insurance company's support. Michelle managed all aspects of this very unfortunate loss, always keeping the loss moving forward, the handling of it, for the benefit of the deceased insured and his new family. Throughout the claim process, Michelle demonstrated Quincy's motto, "To insure is human." And for that, Michelle, on behalf of the PLRB, I'm very pleased to honor you as a 2019 Outstanding Claims Professional. Our claims conference, with its nearly 100 different topical sessions and 200 plus presenters, could not be presented free of charge to our member insurance company folks without the strong financial support of our claim service partners through the Insurance Services Expo and their sponsorship of the claims conference. On PLRB's behalf, I'd like to personally thank our platinum and gold sponsors. Their company names and logos appear on the screen and in your conference app. Let's show our appreciation for all these partnering firms and their representatives here this morning. Again this year, we're offering our Insurance Career Development Program. We invited our insurance company members to sponsor claims conference attendance by college students in university insurance programs. PLRB waives the registration fees for these students. This year, we have about 25 college students attending the claims conference. The students are being sponsored by PLRB member insurers Allstate Insurance, Amica Mutual Insurance, and Central Insurance. The students are accompanied by their faculty advisors and hail from Ball State University, Illinois State University, Florida State University, the University of North Carolina at Charlotte, Butler University, and Indiana State University. Now be sure to greet and encourage these students as you see them around the conference activities. You'll know them by the red ribbons on their conference badges. Once again this year, our PLRB Board of Directors will be meeting in conjunction with this claims conference. The insurer executives who make up our board will get a first-hand look at this general session, the expo, and other events, and then meet with the PLRB staff this afternoon. Our directors are seated down front this morning. I'll now ask them to please rise to be recognized. Ladies and gentlemen, the PLRB Board of Directors. There's one other person that I want to recognize this morning. Most of you know Scott Powell, our Vice President of Educational and Technical Services. Scott has headed up our educational services for the past 15 years. And before that, for many years, while Scott was working with our member insurance companies, he was involved in PLRB governance as a member of our Regional Advisory Committee. Scott has announced that he will be retiring from PLRB on July 31st of this year. Now, while in June, Scott plans to administer our first ever Technology and Claims Symposium in Frisco, Texas, for many of you, this may be the last time you get to see Scott at a PLRB conference. So Scott, why don't you come up on stage to be recognized? We've got a special plaque for Scott which recognizes his innovations over the past many years for PLRB, innovations in live training, such as here at the conference, in the Test Your Coverage Knowledge blog that he regularly writes for our Frontlines newsletter, the more than 80 CE accredited distance learning modules that he and his staff have produced, the series of monthly webinars that we run for educational purposes. The PLRB presents videos that are filmed here each year at the conference. And finally, his newest innovation, the Technology and Claims Symposium that'll start in June. Thank you, Scott. I think I speak for all of us here in congratulating you on your record of innovation and service to the claims industry. Your contributions will be sorely missed, but we all wish you the very best in your retirement endeavors. Thank you, Scott.
Thanks.
And now I understand that there might be one more plaque to present.
Good morning. Today I have the privilege of recognizing a tremendous service milestone to PLRB. Our leader, Tom Allen, recently celebrated his 40th anniversary with PLRB. Yes, that's 40th anniversary. Now, to help put that in some perspective, I think you all only need to look back or think back to where you were 40 years ago. And that's 1979 if you're trying to do the math. But think about that. I'm guessing that many of you in this room weren't yet. The Miracle on Ice had not happened yet, major milestone. And while the internet and cell phones were not a thing, I still maintain that selfies were. Although it wasn't quite the same because it took us 3 or 4 weeks to get them back from the photo mart. We've certainly come a long way in 40 years, as has PLRB. In 1978, Tom joined PLRB as a coverage attorney. In fact, he was the very first attorney that PLRB ever hired. Over those years, he progressed through various leadership roles until 2001 when he was appointed president of PLRB and then CEO shortly after that. Since then, and under his leadership, he's grown a sleepy research bureau into the member-driven information and educational powerhouse that we all know it as today. So Tom, on behalf of your board, your staff, certainly your members, and the entire insurance industry, we thank you and congratulate you on reaching this tremendous milestone.
Thank you, Jeff, and the Board of Directors, and all those here. Thank you for that ovation.